design, talk, stream, thingamajiggle. I don't have anything prepared for this aside from what I've been working on off stream, which I guess is all in my sketchbook downstairs. Okay, yeah. I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec. It's worth trust. All right, here we are. I got my sketchbook and something else that I bought that will come up in a minute. All right, where are we? We're in my office talking. All right, so let's talk about the philosopher game first, because there's 2 different games that I'm making right now, and I think I need to bring up MS Paint for this. I'm not sure why the game is still being captured there. I think you should at least entertain the thought of just fucking around game that you could just add bullshit to. I think that one of my games is gonna have a little bit of that. Where is the desktop capture? There is one. It's just not working? Oh, that's really weird. All right, well, works now. I don't know why that was doing that. All right, cool. So, for the anime titty philosopher game, I think that we need to discuss scope, size, and time to build on all these. So for the philosopher game, I want to spend probably no more than 6 months on it. So 6 months. I don't think that it'll be particularly hard to get something like that together in 6 months. With the Communist Manifesto, I had it all written out, but I didn't have any drawings done, and I didn't know how to do anime, and I didn't know how to do Rimpy. We were able to do it in about a month. 6 months for production of philosopher game. Are we your investors? I mean, I guess if you're a sub, you kind of are an investor. You're owning stock in the Rev Does Shit fund. And you get residuals in the... Wait, are Twitch subs stocks? Wait, what the fuck is it? It's kind of the same thing. They don't change value. True. True. They don't... Okay. They work... Twitch subs work like stocks, but not in the way that they are used for gaining money. That's true. You guys don't own my stream. So let's talk about characters. I think that we want to have obviously Carl again, Carla Marx. I have like a list of names. I really like the idea of Diogenes being a secret character. I think that we have to add Rand just because We need that pathetic Blorbo. So then that leaves us with... Okay, so... Diogenes... Oh, it's with an E instead. Sorry. We're gonna have Plato and Aristotle as teachers. Well, Aristotle is the TA. I don't think that we're gonna be able to get like a full spectrum of stuff, and I'm like, so here's the thing, like Karl Marx, right? Let's look at Karl Marx versus like other people. Like, just look at the design of his face. Like, the design of his face is all the forehead, beard. Everyone's got the same fucking beard thing going. All philosophers are like 5-head beard. Like, people are like, why didn't you add Ingalls? Why didn't you add Ingalls? Let's look at what Ingalls. Not the Mingles. Could not remember his first name. Dedrick. Yeah. Oh, look, it's another dude with a fucking beard and a 5-head. Kropotkin. Oh, look. It's a bald dude with a fucking beard. This one at least has, like, a bigger beard and glasses. He's kind of got a Santa thing going on. Go over the concept. Okay, so the concept is it's going to be a dating sim. It's a dating sim based around trying to get with one of, I want to say 6 characters? Clown Pubes, thank you for the 10 months of support. It should probably be like 4 to 6 characters, not counting secret characters and undateable characters, which means that Diogenes and Plato and Aristotle do not count. So I think we go with 4, not counting them. And then we can add more characters if we want to. So that's Carla, Rand, and then 2 other characters. I feel like Rand really is significantly enough different than Carla, obviously. Descartes would be funny as at least a reference. Where Descartes comes in and just goes, give her the dick. Also, thank you for the 2 months of support, Angel Taz. Like, I don't know if I want to do like a full game. Like, because I don't think I could do much else with Descartes. He did say that. He did. KJB, thank you for the 27 months of support. Is the player character still going to be sex undefined? Also, I'm spelling Descartes wrong, and I just saw it. Descartes. So weird. The problem with doing a gender list character is give her the dick. Implies you have a dick. But I mean, maybe Descartes can just say that as a like, dude, get in there and fuck her. You know? Nietzsche, I don't think really has the high nose kind of thing. Dick could be a strap, you don't know. Okay. I think I might just do the undefined gender thing and just never refer to the player character in second person. And then I don't have to worry about that. Non-defined gender. Give her the dick. I don't have one. Get one. So other people that have been suggested for other characters are just going down the list as it is. Rand, Diogenes, which we're both putting in. Sterner. I think Sterner is great, but I think Sterner might come off as a little too similar to Rand. You know? And I think having 2 girls, 2 guys might be okay. And like, I mean, how much do I really, I mean, I also had the idea of maybe asking the, there's probably like a philosophy subreddit. I could just ask them like, hey, who's your favorite philosopher that isn't bald dude with beard? I need some names for my game that I'm doing. I think that we're gonna do a school setting. Oh, I was gonna read you the other names. Sterner, like I said, I think is a little bit too similar to Rand in the egoism thing. Goldman, I think, could be a stand-in for Sterner, but I think a lot of people really like Sterner. And will expect Sterner. I don't know. Can we get a druggy slacker Sigmund Freud anime girl? I think some joke about the political compass would be good for a meme. I think so as well. We got Machiavelli. Machiavelli, I would be funny as a character that you have to like borderline secret character. Where it's just a bullshit fucking slog to get to them. The School of Athens painting. Make sure to quote the School of Athens Raphael painting. I think that could be the title screen, honestly. Subtitle, Political Compass to My Heart. What about, like, philosophers based on, like... I mean, the political compass is a fucking meme. Who do we have? Huh. Confucius. Oh, hey, these are all like not. I was noticing a lot of like white people. So I don't know anything about their philosophy. An Eastern philosopher would be good, but I feel like they're all like super old. I want something a little bit more recent. Like, Confucius is a big deal. Hobbes? I guess not many historical figures are down here. I mean, arguably. All right, so we're going to have Marx over here, and we're going to have Rand down here. Machiavelli being in the authoritarian right, I don't know enough about Machiavelli. So I wouldn't know if that's right. John Locke. I mean, John Locke has like a very specific face. Thomas Hobbes for all authoritarian right. Hobbes is a weird choice for that. Like, the problem with dyslexia is you read philosophers wrong. Kierkegaard. I mean, yeah. Kierkegaard is popular. People know Hobbes, though. Okay, so maybe we do Hobbes and I read some Hobbes. Because when I read Serving Kant, fuck, that's good. Oh, and I do love my Kantian maxims. Hobbes and Kant? I mean, I have to do it now, right? That was weird. Select, do the thing where you're invisible. Whatever. But yeah, we both had an issue with the, Sly of the Cooper second. Make that the achievement name. Like, if you get with Kant, you get the Serving Kant achievement. God, that's good. Like, when I read Hobbes, I very much misunderstood what he was talking about because of the dyslexia thing. All right, who do we got in the bottom left corner? Malcolm X. Whoo, boy, definitely not throwing him on there. The Joker? Chomsky. Chomsky, I think, is currently in... Rand would simp for Elon Musk? Absolutely, yes. Foucault? Chomsky, I think, fairly recently, wasn't he like, some people were like he was on the thing? Sun Tzu is a philosopher. He's old, but people know him through Art of War. Chomsky did an interview on Alex Jones back in the day? Really? How did that go? Wally? I love throwing Wally and the Joker on this. I think it was before you went crazy. I mean, I think there was some, like, pedo allegations against Chomsky, so I don't know as if... I mean, Machiavelli... No, don't do Machiavelli. What do we got here? I mean, they're throwing Kropotkin in the bottom left, and I feel like something should be in the libertarian left. Gandhi. Bernie is not that far over there. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, that's why I wanted to add Emma Goldman or Kropotkin. Who did we just add? We added Kant, and I think that Goldman could do like a gentleman thief thing pretty well. I know that Goldman like flipped on her beliefs at the end of her life, but I think that like most people, if they saw what actually happens when you do state-run communism, would probably be like, what the fuck? You know? Goldman. Gold member joke? Okay. So I think that that's good. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. 7, 8, counting the TAs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, that is a lot. Also, I spelled her name wrong. Fucking goddamn it. It's Goldman, not Goldman. A. There. Voltaire counts too. Rev was enjoying the art. Yeah, it's a lot of art though. All right, main characters will go slightly to the side, like so. And Carla, I think, just needs to be there. And I feel like this is essentially all of the major, also Kant is there. You know, if we're pretending like the political compass counts for anything, that works. I think we need to also decide, like, is this a boarding school? Could be. Would a boarding school work better? I think so. Oh, hey. Well, thank you, Alblotter. Thank you for the 11-month support. Thank you for the resub for that and all that stuff. Thank you. Philosophy University. And you can also make them wear outfits. I don't know if I could get them to... Okay. Boarding school university. I mean, you just live on campus, really. Also, if it's in college, we don't have to care about, like, ages. College, but everyone lives on campus. So we probably should talk about locations. And then, I mean, this is just kind of like a mood board of shit right now. We don't really have like an idea. Okay, let me put it this way. The game is 30, parentheses, question mark, in-game days representing one. Actually, how long is a semester? How long is a college semester? 3 months, right? 15 to 17 weeks. $15 times 7 is a big number. 150 or 105. Oh, and I'm throwing Kafka in for no reason. It's 105 days. Okay. Everyone has a schedule that puts them in rooms. In make Kafka a bug woman. I'm gonna make it like a werewolf situation where it's like, you have to know my secret. I'm secretly a bug. You know? Where it just suddenly happens, and then you get with the bug woman. Like, she's totally normal, but a little weird, and then eventually she turns into a bug and on your date day. Or maybe it can be like, she stands you up for the first date, and you go, like, you show up to the... That would actually be a very sweet, like, subplot story. Where it's like, she stands you up, and so you go to check on her if you decide to. And if you decide to go check on her, she's just a bug person. She's like, how could you ever love a bug? Would you love me if I was a roach? And then you can say yes, and that's the good end for that. You can say no as well for a bad end there. That's adorable. You know, that's good. That's some good dating energy. Different locations. Locations. I wish I could scroll down even more. I can only scroll down as far as this thing has been made. Maybe you do WordPad instead? I know you said that earlier, but I'm going to just keep doing this because I feel like using this. It's chaotic and it's in Comic Sans. It sucks ass. I love it. All right. Dorms. Class. Library. Library. Godspeed, it's your problem. Coffee shop. Bookstore. It's kind of redundant. What season is this taking place? Ooh, season's important. Season is important. And I kind of do want to add Sterner, but I just feel like Sterner's going to be too redundant. Winter? Okay. Oh, we can make it Christmas. We could have, well, not Christmas, but like... Oh, because they have like White Day and shit, right? Winter, fall, semester. Xmas and White Day. I think they're around... When is White Day? March 14th. Never mind. October, like the October Revolution. Sure. What other locations do we need, if any? Also, where did my locations go? Damn it. I think some people are going to read the Communist Manifesto for the first time using this and realize they're not communist. They're secretly a secret third thing. Classroom, dorm, library, coffee shop. It will be a very important lesson for some people. A secret third thing, which is horny. Maybe. I do think I need to tweet out that I've switched again. Get verified. No, I'm all right. Thanks, though. All right. Quote tweet. Game design presentation. This philosopher game is one that I think that I'm going to get more input from the community. But, yeah. What other location? I mean, I think that these are the locations. This one sounds fun. I think 30 days is enough. Or 105. And there's like a sexual thing. We got library and door. I'm on some shit today. Room. A dingy dockyard. Just to have a thing. I don't know if I want to add a bunch of locations because, like, so part of how the locations are going to work is it's going to be like there's going to either be buttons on screen or it's going to be a thing where, like, there's a map and you click a spot. You know? I want Diogenes to be borderline naked, covered in filth and screaming. I'd also have to draw them. I mean, like, with backgrounds, I can kind of just, like, take a picture of a real place or find a stock photo. Either way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reread Hobbes. It's been a minute. Okay, well, that's these things. There's gonna be like a map, and then like there should be like a map that's like school, and it would be like this, except for less shit. It's like dorm. Yeah, Diogenes is a freegan for sure. I think with most dating games, they have like a object that you want to try and give them. Rushi 7 or Rukashi 7 method where it's a real picture with a filter. Yeah, I think that's what I did for the other one. And for key scenes, it's a fully drawn scene. I mean, maybe. I think I just won't add areas that I wouldn't use. Coffee. You should read Hiragashi. I don't know who that is to read them, but sure. The Tingle DS game has a central mechanic that crops up halfway through. I've actually played more dating games than I should have. So, I mean, I feel like that this will just kind of come together. I do think that we need to probably draw out a shitty version of this map at some point of all the different places, but generally speaking, I think that this is going to be just like separate loops, and like each character has a spot that they are in. Like, are we going to do the 3 times a day thing that most of these games do, or like 4, where it's like morning, afternoon, night, and they're only in certain areas at certain times? Morning, afternoon, 1, evening, night. So we don't need afternoon. So that'll give us like the full range of all the different times that people will be out and about, and like they need to have a set place they go on Mondays or whatever. And you have to like know like, oh, okay, well, Carla is going to be at the library on Mondays in the afternoon or whatever, which does require us to have several locations, but that is fairly common for these kind of games. It'll also allow us to have like a default way that anytime you interact with Carla, it has like a loop for, and then there's a separate loop for each character of like their dialogue tree and where they are, and then you can move them to different locations, but then have like special events as well that don't touch the regular dialogue loop, but still affect the stats. I'm mesmerized how this document just looks like ADHD. I mean, yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and save this. School setting game notes. Cool. All right, we're making a new one for the other game that I'm making. The other game I'm making is called No Fish, or a fishing game with no fish of some variety. It's going to be made in Got It, because whereas the other one would be cleanly made in RenP, I don't think that this is going to work. Hey, Jugglenomicon. It's going to be a top-down 2D game. In the style of something like Undertale or whatever. Zelda, whatever. I want to go for... I've drawn some characters for it so far, and they've really got this, like, chunky clay vibe to them. So part of me wants to make them out of clay, but also part of me just wants to, like, really lean into that aesthetic. Actually making clay models would give it a very specific aesthetic, but I don't know as if it's an aesthetic that I necessarily would want, and I don't think I would have spaces to keep all the fellas that I would have to make. Got It should be good for 2D. I think so as well. There's a very easy, like, I watched a tutorial and it was like very short on how to do this. I finally figured out how I was going to get the card game mechanic to work in this, because chill but semi-dynamic music. How to dynamic? Don't actually know. It'll be cozy, but it's gonna have a card game mechanic. And in order to explain it, I actually did go out and buy a pack of cards explicitly to fuck with, so I could test and see how to make like a good game, like a good deck builder. But here's the premise. This is a 80 card or a 60 card deck, right? We're going to cut it in half to a 30 card deck. And it's going to be where you only use half the cards. It's a standard deck with the exclusion of that there are 2 additional face card things, and there are only 2 of each. So that's how you get 60 down to 30, because it would be 8 more cards from 52, so 60. Each of the cards is going to represent one set of 3 different things, or one set of 4 different things. Which have to do with how you play the game. So, in a standard 12 card deck, you've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. And then your face cards. Jack, Queen, King, Ace. And then we're going to do F and J. Or F and K. Whatever. K has already been used. L. Doesn't really matter what we call them. It's going to be a deck with only one copy or 2 copies of each. So there'll be 2 2s, right? But these cards here, 2 through 4, are affected by what rod you have. Because it's a fishing game. And these right here, 5 through 7, are affected by the lure you have. And 8, 9, and 10 are affected by the bait you have. The bait cards are going to have the most effect, but you have to get new bait every day, which involves opening new packs of dirt. These cards, the face cards, represent different characters in town. There are 6 characters in town. Depending on your relationship with them depends on how good this card is. Because the idea is you're sitting down fishing, and when you're fishing, you think about your friends. You think about things. And so when you think about, like, do you guys ever have those people that when you think about them, like, your life gets better? Or when you think about them, your life gets worse? That's essentially what's going to be going on with these. So these are going to be characters. Usually the latter, sadly. Right. And each of these will have their own effects that do stuff. It's not going to be pixel art, probably, because I don't know how to do pixel art. But I was thinking kind of a chunky clay thing. I do think I want to fuck around with Got It some today. I think that this is going to be a much bigger project. So I think 1 year is probably about the line. But if I get it done earlier than that, that's fine. But 1 year from when I start, and I think I'm going to start maybe today. But anyway, when you add an effect to a card, it'll do things. The bait cards will... Moon Remix RPG. I have heard of it. I've heard that it's good. The bait cards will improve the quality of the fish or the not fish you collect. You collect other things like boots, stuff like that. Whereas the rod cards, I guess I should say, this game plays exactly like it's Baltro for Go Fish, with a light dating sim sort of mechanic tacked onto the side. Does that make sense? They think that the character designs would be good inspo. So I've already drawn a bunch of characters. I've drawn 6 characters so far. Fistario, right. So if you haven't thought about Go Fish in a while, the game is you draw 7 cards, and then you ask your opponent, do you have any 2s? And if they have any 2s, they give you all their 2s. And then once you have 4 of a card, then that's a book. You put that book to the side, you're good. By cutting the deck in half, it makes the flow of the game a lot faster. This is a lot of different sets when you think about it. 1, 2, 3, and most turns you're just going to be saying go fish. By having the deck, we double the speed at which this happens. So instead of having to get all 4 cards in your hand, you only need 2. You know how to code? Vaguely. So it's a deck builder with it's a deck building RPG roguelike with dating sim elements. Sort of. Not really. Whatever Stardew's doing. As far as dating goes. So So each of the cards will give you different things that help you. So rod cards are going to be cards that generally have like draw cards, switch cards, discard cards. And so to play one of the cards, instead of like going, do you have any twos? You would go, I'm going to play my two, and my two here, if I can find what I made the two do. The two draws two. So instead you would take it from your hand and you would remove the two from your hand and you would draw two. There's an advantage and a disadvantage of that. You're getting rid of the two, but the advantage is you draw two cards, which doubles the chance that you have something that's in your hand that's good. Same kind of thing. It's like Pot of Greed, but different, because you are giving up something as a result. The lure is going to act as a thing that does hand manipulation, allows you to use protect, which allows you to effectively lie when your opponent asks, do you have such and such card? You can be like, no, and it defends that card for you. But you have to give up another card in order to gain protect. You have redraw, maybe, tutor cards, that kind of thing. And then, like I said, the bait cards are, I think this is the coolest mechanic, and as soon as I thought of this, I was like, holy shit, I'm fucking genius. The bait cards, right? They're either going to have a small effect, a juggle effect where it's like +3 to one stat, -2 to another, where like you use a bunch of them in order to get the thing, or they give you like -30 to looks or something. It's like, why would you ever want to score that? And the answer is you don't. But the other two cards, either the 8 or the 9, is better. And so you try and make sure that your opponent scores the 10, because that would give you a huge negative if you scored it. So it's not about scoring every single book like in regular Go Fish. Instead, it's about scoring certain books, depending. So in order to do this, I think that we need to code regular Go Fish, and then we need to have somehow coded the ability for the cards to gain effects. And I think what happens for me to do that is we have like deck list, and then every time you go fishing, the deck list is loaded into the current deck. And then the deck list is ignored after that point, and it's just loaded into the current deck section. And then every time you draw a card, it picks a random card from the current deck. The only problem with that system is if it wants to search for a specific card in the deck, that's going to be awkward. Like if you could stack your, like if you could scry or some sort of equivalent. I don't know. Fish. I think that this is a neat idea for a game, and I guess I should say for the characters, they're going to have like a minor effect of a combination of like two of the separate things. So they're going to be like about look, but act like a bait card, or they'll be about look or taste or size, but they'll be about like lure equivalent stuff. So like you might have a character who does things similar to what a lure would do in the face card slots, but instead he also gives you like a little bit of a boost to look or whatever. So your fish or your not fish looks better. Go Fish is cool and all, but does it smell like fish? No. Welcome back, King Wormo. Thank you for the 84 months of support. I think that this game has a definitive end, but I do want to have an endless mode. End of plot, but have endless mode. And I think I do want to have the plot take place over a specific number of days. Plot takes place over series of days. The idea of a taste stat added for the boot and stuff is pretty good. It's like the Inscription Leshy part, but Go Fish? Almost. Kind of, sort of. What's the incentive for an endless? The endless mode would be like, you can keep playing after the main story's finished, but you don't have to. Like, it's mainly just for people who want to, like, keep going with their run. I find a lot of games... This is a personal, like, little, like, beef I have a lot of games like this. Where, like, I'm having a good time, I just made a really good build, and now, like, the run's over and I can't play with it anymore. Like, we can just make the requests that your house creature makes. Oh, yeah, you have a house creature. You shave the house creature, like, you slightly murder the house creature every day in order to get some food. And you feed it shit from the lake. It doesn't mind being hurt for you. You just sort of like grind a bit of its ass off or whatever. Like you just shave part of the creature apart. But if you don't keep the creature not... Like, you have to feed the creature enough, and if you don't, then it just starves to death, and then you starve to death, because that's the only food that exists. There's no fish in the lake. Like the meat spinning thing at the doner kebab places, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's like that. So the requests of your creature could get more and more ridiculous until you lose or whatever. It is lame, but you know. Okay, so I think that this game is actually more interesting than the other one. I think I need to learn how to use Godot. So that being said, I did download Godot, and I noticed something with Godot. There are already existing Godot projects for how to do like stuff. Where the fuck is Godot? I just want to open the fucking program. Where the fuck is it? It like already has like there is a thing you can download that stable Windows console maybe. There we go. So I downloaded this drag and drop card thing, and I found that this is actually kind of more of a problem than not, because I have no idea how the fuck it works, and I think it's best to not touch that while I don't know how to use Godot. So, like, this does cut a lot of work for us if I knew how it worked in the first place. Asset library. I just want some, like, temp assets. Can I just get some fellas? Art. I don't know. Backgrounds. Doesn't look like it has that. Okay, well, projects. I want to create a new project, and it's going to be... Well, first off, I want to make sure... I want to check something. Is No Fish already a game? Normal fishing is a thing, but not No Fish. Okay, we can call it No Fish then. We'll call it No Fish for now, and go from there. Create folder. Documents, no fish. Forward. Supports graphic platforms only. 3D. Can render the large scenes. Uses rendering. I don't think that this game would work as a... No fish is a board game. A fishing game with no fish. We can call it something better, something later. Because, okay, so the opponent is the lake. So the lake doesn't actually have, like, it doesn't care about the negative, like, positives and negatives of, like, getting minus 10 to size or whatever. That doesn't affect the lake. It only affects you. I'm also calling it the lake rather than the river because the river is a concept in card games and it might get confusing. Isn't it a hunting game if it involves fish? Suppose so, if you actually caught any. But you don't? I mean, I guess you still go hunting even if you don't catch something. Mobile, less advanced 3D. I mean, the problem is that I'm going to use WASD to move and click to do... I mean, I don't think I can do mobile. I don't think I'm smart enough for that. Compatibility? I don't think I need... Let's just do compatibility. It's not going to be in 3D. All right, 2D scene. Anyway, YouTube, here we come. How to make a 2D game in not Unity. Godot. Not a platformer. Just like a top-down game. How to make a survival game. Action-adventure RPG. Indie devs. How to create an RPG and got it. First game. Top-down style. Top-down style analysis. No, I actually just want to know how to do it. Should probably get chat so I can see it at the same time. Build a top-down 2D RPG in 20 minutes. That sounds fine to me.
Hi everyone, this is Andrew Hoffman. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. If
I'm not
a subscriber, make sure to click the subscribe button on the bottom right of this video to bytes. So we're going to create a new folder. We're going to call it Godot. Inside of this folder, we're going to open that up. We're going to drag and drop this exe. And that's basically it. One of the most amazing things about Godot is it's another called scripts.
Why not RPG Maker? RPG Maker has a harder time doing deck builders. RPG Maker would have a lot easier time with the top-down movement stuff because it's basically built in. It's actually fairly common to ask for people to subscribe early in the video. Usually when I ask right around, like, maybe like a minute before they're thinking about clicking away from the video. So that way that you still grab them while they still care. So that's part of like the YouTube tactics is like, you wait, you figure out what your average watch time is for a video and then change it. Yeah, making a simple movement system I think is going to be a lot easier than scratch building a deck building system. There are deck building games in RPG Maker that have been made. I'm less inclined to sub when they ask. For a majority of people, that is not the case. A majority of people, if you say it's subscribe to my channel to get more content like this, you will get subscribes by saying that. 100%.
Now, before I really dig into the scene, I just want to explain that there's only two things in Godot, and that's one of the most amazing things about this game engine, why it's so simplified. There are nodes, which represent objects in the game world, and there are scripts, which represent code that acts on those objects. So in this case, we want a 2D scene, and we're just going to save it, and inside of the scenes folder, and this is going to be our main scene. Cool. So now we have a level. Now,
what? Okay, we can add stuff to this scene, but we don't have... How do we add a new scene? I'm gonna change my here, hold on, let's close some of these things. I'm gonna change the title of the stream to we're making games now. Godot. I'm gonna add myself as an Easter egg. Part of me wants to make the card combat thing, like get that mechanic, like kind of do that first and then worry about the rest of it. And the reason for that is like the 2D stuff is going to be very plot basic and that kind of thing. But like, I need people to test the shit out of the game, like the card game mechanics. So like, I was thinking about having myself in a locked cabin with the player character and just be like, hey, are you waiting for this engine? No, I'm gonna make it. Like, I don't understand what you mean by that. New scene. Okay, new scene. New 2D scene. User interface. Oh, wow. Is it going to be that easy? I am not waiting for Godot. I see what you were doing now. Like, user interface is its own clickable thing. That's probably where you put the... Yeah, that's what the engine is named after, for sure, for sure. Okay, well, our little example, dude, what did you do? Did you just make a regular scene?
And we're just going to save it, and inside of the scenes folder, and this is going to be our main scene.
Main. Okay, cool. We're making main now. Okay. What goes in main?
Cool. So now we have a level. Now, inside of this scene, we obviously want some art, so we're going to create a child node. Once again, just another type of node. This is going to be a tile map. So a tile map lets us take PNG images, like a PNG that has a lot of images, and break them into individual images.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? Go back.
Some art. So we're going to create a child node. Once again, just another type of node. This is going to be a tile map. So a tile map lets us take PNG images, like a PNG that has a lot of images, and break them into individual images. So here we're going to go 32, 32, 32, since that's how the pixel art is designed. We're going to save that, and we're going to say new tile set. Click the icon to the left of it. Now in here, what we're going to do is some art. So we're going to create a child node. Once again, just another type of node. This is going to be a tile map. So a tile map lets us take PNG images, like a PNG that has a lot of images, and break them into individual images. So here we're going to go 32, 32
deprecated.
32,
Use the tile map layer node instead. Okay.
And we're going to say new tile set. Click the icon to the left of it. Now in here, what we're going to do is we're just going to pull in this grass tile set. Maybe zoom in a couple clicks. and, you know, make a few tiles out of this. We're going to click, let's not do that right now. Let's click this snapping tool. There we go. Now we can snap. We can get some grass. We can get, you know, some flowers.
2D.
A couple of these. Looks like a trail of some sort down here.
What's a like grass?
And yeah, that's it. We're gonna go back to here.
Simple grass texture. It's 3D graphic. Sprites. I just need some sprites to like put down.
Right here. Yep. So this is the center of the game world. And we're just gonna draw a whole bunch of grass tiles. There we go. So now we have, you know, some grass tiles. We can use this fill tool. We can fill it like that, and we can just kind of toss a couple of flowers periodically in here.
I need fellas. Terra brush? "3D terrain, 3D tool, 2D tool. Better terrain." What does this do? It's a tile map node, which is deprecated in 4.3. Use this plugin with the tile thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to use any of these. I just want something like a placeholder for now. What's a good top-down game that isn't Nintendo that I could use their shit while I work on making it? Open game art. Sure. Gritty low res, Space War. Oh, these are nice. Final Fantasy 1. You still have several hours of Command and Conquer. Oh, I want to see if actually this soundtrack is good. Because this is a long one. It's an hour and a half long, and it's Jazz to Commit Crime to. And it's all video game songs. How are the audio levels for this? I'm going to use my voice. Going to bring it down just ever so slightly. Oh, check itch.io to see if I've got it on there. Maybe. Sounds fine now. Sprite sheet scanner. Break up your sprites. Seed of Mana. Yeah. This sound is criminal. I love it. What is it? Seed of Mana? I loved that game. The DS one was really good. Secret of Mana. God, I remember playing the shit out of that game as a kid. Like the DS one? Like me and my friends like were hardcore about it. I think I played as Popley as well. Bosses, maps. Castle, Gold City, Haunted Forest, Gold City Interior. You recognize the song? I have no idea what any of these are from. This is from Rhythm Thief, if I remember right. Gonna add a folder called assets I add and then delete me. I am only temp. All right, so if I want to add one, all right, let's go back to the video. How'd you do this? Rhythm Thief and the Emperor's Treasure. Theme of Phantomar.
Tiles, we can use this fill tool. We can fill it like that. We can just kind of toss a couple of flowers periodically. So again, now we're gonna go to kind of the 0, 0 right here. Yep. So this is the center of the. Click the icon to the left. Of
On the right panel, click empty.
Pull in this grass tile set. Maybe zoom in a couple clicks. And, you know, make a few tiles out of this. We're going to click, let's not do that right now.
Oh, fuck.
Let's just take PNG images, like a PNG that has a lot of images, and break them into individual images. So here we're going to go 32, 32, 32, since that's how the pixel art is designed. I'm going to save that.
Oh, okay, cool.
A new tile set. Click the icon to the left of it. Now in here what we're going to do is we're just going to pull in this grass tile set. Maybe zoom in a couple clicks.
This object is read-only. Okay.
We're going to click, let's not do that right now. Let's click this snapping tool. There we go. Now we can snap. We can get some grass. We can get, you know, some flowers. We get some art. So we're going to create a child node. Once again, just another type of node. This is going to be a tile map. So a tile map lets us take PNG images, and break them into individual images. So here we're going to go 32, 32, 32, since that's how the pixel art is designed. I'm going to save that, and we're going to say new.
Okay, something's going on and I don't understand what he's doing. First, select the tile map. Tile map layer. I don't have anything loaded in here. Okay. Tile map layer on the left panel, then observe the right panel, press empty. Did I load it at the wrong time? Open. Yeah, okay, that's not right. Tile map layer on texture, organize, pros, add mid, tile set. Load? Fuck. Oh, okay, so it's got to be a specific file set for it to be a... New tile set. Oh. Okay, sorry. Let me, I'm just not getting what he's saying.
Some art. So we're going to create a child node. Once again, just another type of node. This is going to be a tile map. So a tile map lets us take PNG images.
I'll move this to the side where I can see it a little bigger.
And break them into individual images. So here we're going to go 32, 32,
also,
32,
1080p, please, thanks.
How the pixel art is designed.
Okay. So I'm going to open up chat again so we can see. Now press the tile set button again. Oh, here it is. And then he's doing, well, we don't know what. Okay, secret or mana. Thank you. Tile size. Let's just try 16 by 16. That might be right. I don't know. It's probably 32 by 32, but it could be. Okay, so they're now squares.
We're going to save that, and we're going to say new tile set. Click the icon.
Tile set. And the downmost tab. Tile set? Add? Atlas? Maybe? Is it that?
The left of it. Now in here what we're going to do is we're just going to pull in this grass tile set. Maybe zoom in a couple clicks and, you know, make a few tiles out of this. We're going to click, let's not do that right now. Let's click this snapping tool.
No.
There we go.
I don't think I want to do that.
We can get some grass. We can get, you know, some flowers. We can get a couple of these. Looks like a trail of some sort down here.
Oh, okay.
And,
so
yeah, that's it. We're going to go back to here and click on the tile set again. Now we're going to go to...
He's doing it different because he's using an older version of the thing. Atlas is essentially just... Okay. I mean, like, tile map layer. This, that. There's a thing that he does... Toggle grid visibility. I mean, I would like to see it. Place random No. God, oh, that's weird. Yeah, you have to read a whole bunch of like documentation in order to get really much of an idea of how any of this shit works. Tile set. Hold shift to create big tiles. Oh, okay. Am I defining the... ID... All right, what the fuck are you talking about?
0, 0. Right here. Yep. So this is the center of the game world. We're just going to draw a whole bunch of grass tiles. There we go.
So, like, when he does it, he just holds control to make multiple... I feel so dumb right now. Is the Communist Manifesto just the Communist Manifesto with some JPEGs? Yes. Basically. The JPEGs have boobs. And I've been upgrading the graphics since I uploaded the trailer for it. Yeah, they're PNGs, but yeah, I mean, the thought's there.
Oh. Sort down here. Very cool. And yeah, that's it. We're going to go back to here and click on the tile set again. Now we're going to go to kind of the 0, 0.
That's so weird. Use texture on, right? Yeah. Like, are you on the same layer on the map as the person in the video? So like, no. Oh. Oh. Well, isn't that nice? Okay. I think I get it. Tile set. Right. Okay. So then we can add more tiles. I mean, I don't know why I'm actually like putting all these in because we're not actually going to do it like this. But okay. All right. I mean, I was going to just like paint something, like paint a giant background. All right. More as a test for me to see if I understand what I'm doing. I'm going to make a house. A very small house. And it'll have one window. Oh, we have to go back to the tile set, and then we have to like add that. All right, cool. Again, probably not, well, definitely not, because then it'd be copyright infringement. But for like, you know, whatever, right off the bat, like this is not meant to. That looks a little weird right there. I think it'll be fine. Tile set. We need to get some of these as well. And then just some like random shit from like the inside area. Yeah, that'll do. All right, cool. And then we go back to here. There was a way of adding collision to stuff as well. Okay, well, I think I get the idea of how to do the house anyway. This system's a little awkward, but I think I get it well enough that I could, like, make something with this. Right? I mean, it looked kind of bad, but also, it's fine. Like, I made a little house. Cool. Collision shapes. Oh, okay, cool. Convex collision shapes. Oh. Huh. And so if I wanted to add a new, so the scenes are like, are these levels or like, what is a scene in this hell program?
Right here, yep. So this is the center of the game world. And we're just gonna draw a whole bunch of grass tiles. There we go. So now we have, you know, some grass tiles. We can use this fill tool. We can fill it like that. And we can just kind of toss.
Oh, that's nice. You can click and drag.
Periodically in here. Don't make them too common. There we go. And we'll even, you know, maybe draw a path going through, and we can alternate these tiles a little bit, make it look a little bit more beautiful. Even put some broken tiles in periodically. Very cool. Okay, awesome. So we kind of have a foundation here, and we're gonna save this. And like I said,
I don't care about saving it right now.
Scripts. It really threw me off at first because I'm like, what is a scene? This sounds quite complex. It's just nodes and scripts.
Nodes and scripts, you say?
This is gonna be called the player scene, and because a scene is a collection of
He kind of just does stuff real fast.
a scene is just a collection of nodes and scripts. It really threw me off at first because I'm like, what is a scene? This sounds quite complex. It's just nodes and scripts. So I'm gonna create a new scene, and this is gonna be called the
New scene, player character.
player scene. And because a scene is a collection of nodes and scripts, we can create a scene that starts with a root node of a kinematic body 2D, and that's just a node that has 2D physics functions already attached to it. So we'll add a child node that's maybe a sprite, and we'll add another child node that's some type of collider. So we go to collision shape 2D.
This guy is really bad at explaining shit. Holy fuck. To make the pixel art look better, choose the main mode. Okay, hold on. Choose the main node on the left. Okay. And on the right panel, canvas item. Oh, okay. Canvas item. Texture. Okay. Filter nearest. Oh, that's so much better. Thank you. I mean, not that we'll use this, but it still is good. Okay. All right. So then what did we do? We added
Scripts. We can create a scene that starts
kinematic 2D body. All right, well, it doesn't know what that is. Yeah, it has no idea what that is. (2D) character body 2D. Yeah, that's probably it. What's your error here? The node has no shape, so it cannot collide or interact. Consider adding collision shape 2D or collision polygon 2D as a child of what? As a child to define. Okay. So then add child. Which ones did you want again? You wanted 2D collision? Camera 2D? Collision shape. Collision shape must be provided for it to function. Shape, new circle shape. Debug color, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Visibility on. Okay. Yeah, there it is. It's just a weird blue circle. Looks like ass. Okay. We can keep that for now.
With a root node of a kinematic body 2D, and that's just a node that has 2D physics functions already attached to it. So we'll add a child node that's maybe a sprite. And
2D sprite. Should the collision be attached? No. The sprite shouldn't affect what the circle is. We can just have like a little circle guy and the hitbox be circular, because it's not... The hitbox doesn't need to be super specific for this game. It just needs to exist, right? Because, like, we're not doing combat or anything. You just need to be able to go to the water and then throw your line. So it needs to be good enough. "2D sprite. You should add a single jagged bit, just like one like line that goes slightly outside of the box of the character. Yeah, that'd be... I think the word you're looking for is annoying.
another child node that's some type of collider. So we go to collision shape 2D, and then in this collision shape 2D, we need a sprite to attach it to. So let's pull our player onto the sprite. Click on the collision shape. Up here in shape, let's do a rectangle, and let's make sure it's the right size to match the player. There you go, we have a player. So let's go back to the main scene.
Sprite. I'm gonna animation. What? Offset? Centered. Region. Transform. Texture. Is this gonna be able to turn and shit? Like, will the model change as he moves?
And scenes can contain other scenes, so let's just drag the player there.
Scenes can contain other scenes. So we go to main, player character. Player character's here now. Okay.
Very cool. So now we have this player who's kind of in this grass scene. We click play, what happens? Well, you can see we can't actually...
We hit play. No main scene. Select current. Hooray! It worked. It ran. Okay. Also, those pixels are so small. I mean, it would be, right?
See anything, and that's because the camera does not default to following the player. So inside of the main scene, this kinematic body 2D right here, this is the player. And we're going to attach a camera to it. This is going to be a camera 2D. Just another node that controls the camera.
Add child node.
Current. And this just says
camera.
This camera needs to track whatever its parent is, in this case the player. Now we can track the player. So that's super exciting. Well, we haven't actually written any scripts yet. So
I mean, that is better.
To consider.
It shows exactly where I was.
Scripts are pretty easy to write in Godot.
So far, so good. Have you ever considered advertising your game as extra chunky pixels? I mean, I don't want pixel art. I think pixel art is overdone. I think pixel art and the Unity default, what is it? The SNES VCR thing? Or PlayStation VCR thing. That's That's just awful, man. I don't like it. All right, so back to the player then. I think I need to change his sprite to literally anything. So Shrek. Check character.png. Perfect. Now we go to documents, a fishing game without fish, assets I add, Shrek character.png. Cool. Good. All right, now texture load. Shrek? Shrek? Shrek. All right, Shrek has been added. So now if I look at the main screen, wait, what? Huh. I thought for sure that was going to work. Save it? Oh, I need to save. Save. Save scene? Save project. Save all scenes. Unsaved. I don't know what you are. Don't save. We can remove that. I don't think that was part of it. All right, rerun project. Okay, Shrek is still not there. Shrek. Does it need to be in the collision shape area? Because I don't actually want it to be visible off, sprite 2D, visibility on. You have to add Shrek to the scene? I mean, isn't he added already? It's higher. Oh, he needs to be lower in the scene list. He's still not there. That's not it. Here, let's just like move Shrek to the side a bit. Player care. Well, I want the camera to... What in the shit fuck are you doing? Follow the character, you piece of shit. All right, now player character I would like to move. I can't seem to click on it. Camera and player character. Okay. I mean, that's Shrek. So where's Shrek? There he is. There he is. That looks awful. But at least, okay. I just had the order wrong still, somehow. Okay, cool.
To start off, the GD script language is fairly simple. And, you know, I would say one of the biggest benefits of Godot is just the fact that you can attach a script to literally anything. So in this case, we can attach a script to our player. We can attach scripts to our main node. Any node can have a script attached to it.
Player.
What do we want to do with the player? Well, we want the player to be able to move with the user input. So we go to project settings. They have this thing called the input map. So we can say like up,
I think player controls is probably.
left, and right. And this allows you to bind keys.
Hold up, what? What?
Project settings. They have this thing called the input map. So we can.
What are you doing?
So, scripts are pretty easy to write in Godot. To start off. The GD script language.
He's surprisingly slow and fast at the same time.
Which is fairly simple. And, you know, I would say one of the biggest benefits of Godot is just the fact that you can attach a script.
He's so slow to get to the point, and then he just runs through it real fast.
We can attach a script to our player. We can attach scripts to our main node. Any node can have a script attached to it. So what do we want to do with the player? Well, we want the player to be able to move with the user input. So we go to project settings.
Project settings. Input map. Add new action. Script is 2 years ago. Okay, so I think actually, hold on. Can I just control Z until I'm not doing that anymore? Okay, good. Okay, we're gonna get rid of, don't save player character. Just get it out of my face. I never want to see it again. Why is it still here? You don't exist, dude. Please? Also don't want jump script to work that way. Look at it. Delete. Remove. Okay. There we go. Project scenes. Input map. Add new action. Okay.
They have this thing called the input map. So we can say like up, down, left, and right. And
okay. Up, down, left, right.
this allows you to bind keys to kind of enums. So these are
enums
you can program in the game. So up is going to be the key. No, we don't want to be 2. We want up to be the physical key W. We want down to be the physical key S. We want left to be the physical key A. We want right to be the physical key D. There we go. And now we create a script, and we'll just call this script the player script.
Also really hate that he just created a skip or a script after not doing that for a minute. All right. Also, sorry for the lack of music. It doesn't seem like this would allow you to change the controls, and changeable controls are pretty important in games. It's listening for the input. You can just press the button. So like, yeah. Oh, okay. You can just press the. Add new action. What about interact? And that'll be space. Okay. Can I put multiple different controls under this thing? And is that a bad idea? Like, could I do up? Can I cheat the speed by pressing up on this at the same time? Like, will I be able to go faster than I'm supposed to be able to doing this? Joypad actions. I don't know what any of these are. I'm going to turn the music back on. That one's not a good tutorial. Actually, I've opened that one before. That is not helpful. I'm going to save this and then get the music back. There we go. All right, you know what? We can fix the controls later. We can figure this out later. Player controls. Can I choose a different one? Because I don't think I want to inherit the stuff from that one.
So here we go. We have this script, and first things first, the player is a kinematic body 2D. So let's say project settings. They have this thing called the input map. So we can say like up, down, left, and right. And this allows you to bind keys to kind of enums. So these are actions that you can program in the game. So up is going to be the key. No, we don't want to be 2. We want up to be the physical key W. We want down to be the physical key. And now we create a script, and we'll just call this script the player script.
It doesn't have, it's just default. Okay. Cool.
So here we go. We have this script, and first things first, the player is a kinematic body 2D. So let's say kinematic body 2D, so we can inherit all the functionality of that kinematic body 2D. And then we'll kill this boilerplate code. And really what we need is we need a couple of things. So first of all, we're going to need a function that's going to let us read input from the user. So we'll just call it read input. And it's going to say if input.is action.
What in the... Okay. Real... Oh my god. All right, function real input. Read underscore input. Oh, that's not good. Read underscore. I mean, that sure as fuck is... Nope, deprecated? All right, we're just going to close this tutorial now because that is just not helpful. All right, music back on again. All right, how do I get it to know what I pressed? Godot uses C#. Search. No. I guess I'm gonna have to look up Godot. Two down, top, down movement. 11 months ago. Top down movement in Godot in less than 3 minutes 2 years ago. Nope. 9 months ago. How to create smooth movement in Godot 4.0. The Rimpy is actually really solid. Yeah. 3 months ago. Thank fuck.
Top-down movement in Godot. Start by downloading the assets down in the description below. Go to Project, Project Settings. Set your texture filter to nearest to make sure your pixels are nice and crispy. Adjust
Yeah.
your environment to set your ground color. Set your directional inputs inside your input map. You can do so
Right, okay.
typing an action and pressing enter. Close the window and add a 2D node. Name the node as your game scene and save your project. Add a character body 2D node and name it player. Place your player node.
Also, can I just say that this guy with fucking 2,000 or, yeah, 2,000, almost 3,000 subs, so much better so far.
Into the scenes folder. Open player scene. Add animated sprite 2D node and name it sprite. Add idle animation. Set horizontal and vertical frames to 24 and 1. Select idle frame. Create collision shape 2D and adjust to your liking. Rename it as collision. Back in your sprite animation, adjust the FPS as needed. Do the same for your walking animation. Create the camera 2D node and adjust the zoom size.
Oh.
Player is not moving. Back in the player scene, select idle and set as default. Hit play again to check. Noise. Set the sprite to unique for later. Create a script and name it player movement. Set template to default and hit create. Delete the clutter. Create the variable for your movement speed and character
Thank you. Delete the clutter. Got it.
direction. Make a physics process function for your movement. Assign your directional inputs to your character direction. Flip the sprite whenever you are facing left or right. Check if your character direction is moving. Set your velocity according to your character direction and speed. Set your sprite animation to walking. Back
Okay. There we go. Now I'm just going to copy his code, because fuck that. You can use C# in Godot still. I just don't know C#. Export var movement speed float 500 var character direction I'm literally just copying what he wrote. Delta float, no float, just delta. Character direction dot x equals input dot get underscore axis C#'s probably better to get a handle on. Well, I mean, how different is C# from C? Because, like, I recognize if, else, and LF in here. A lot of this looks like stuff that I remember from learning a little bit of C back in the day. I don't think I ever learned C#, though. Is this tank? It is. But it's like a Play it pinball. Yeah, they're totally ripping off Tank on this one. Oh well. I'm probably gonna get copyright claim from that then. One thing I was thinking about when it comes to game dev streams is I think that it provides less stuff to react to, but better. We're just gonna sit here and have a good time and vibe. Also, this needs to be a capital I in input. Get good vibes, good brain pickings. If you know what you're doing here, you can interact in a cool way. I want to say that it's good, but I don't know if it's actually interesting to watch. I'm having a lot of fun with it, so I'm kind of hoping creation streams are good. Because kind of just not happy about any of the games that are out right now. I'll play Space Marine when it comes out, because that one's good. What's your fucking problem here? Yeah, I think a lot of people go into lurk mode. Wait, why aren't you letting me copy? Shouldn't you be commented out by being hash? Am I still using CSP? I am, yeah. I'm jerking off? Awesome. I probably will use CSP, but I don't actually know if that's the right choice or not. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I probably won't draw like photorealistic people. I'm gonna start weird shit. Does it have a control what shortcut? Control plus? Nope, that just made the screen bigger. Also, this is all yellow for some reason, and this is not yellow for some reason. An expert is not allowed at this level. What are you talking about? Missing quote? Oh, right here there's a missing quote. There it is. There it is. Okay, thank you. I was like, I don't understand what's happening. It's because I didn't see that I was missing that one there. It was good to throw a shitpost out there as a first game. Do we know what Sprite is at this point? Quotation marks will always. Thank you for the good vibes. Have you eaten anything good, memorable lately? I forgot to eat today. No. Well, okay. My wife's cooking is amazing. Everything she cooks is amazing. Go eat. It's almost like 5 o'clock. My wife is gonna come home at 5. When she comes home, I'll eat. I just gotta wait like an hour. If I eat now, then I won't be able to eat her delicious cooking. And I need you to understand how much of a bad fucking play that is. Maybe get a snack? Alright, let me think about what we got as snacks. And while I do that, I'm gonna keep coding. And then forget that I was gonna go do that and then just starve. Yeah, it's 4:22 here. I mean, I woke up late, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal. I am hungry, but like, I'm also in the zone. Fruit, nuts, chips. We do have chips. I'm also not sure if this is the right time to be streaming, but I also like wanna, I don't know. I want to see my wife. So I end up not streaming while she's home. It's probably not the right move. I don't think most people enjoy character direction times move. I got surgery on my stomach in May and I have to eat every 2 to 3 hours. That sounds very annoying. We don't have an animation right now. We might want to go and get a sprite animation sheet. Number 3 in this category. This is also not a category that people fight over. And I usually have number 1 unless if Pirate Software is streaming. Well, that's the thing is, like, if I start streaming at a different time, I might have more people come in, but also they might not. Also, I think I could probably get away with streaming during the day more if I'm doing more quiet streams. Like, my wife will be able to sleep if I'm doing this. Can anyone explain to me what the fuck this sentence is supposed to do? Because exclamation point equals is not, right? Thanks for getting us into HelloFresh. No worries. I think they got me another HelloFresh like deal. Could do another one, but it was kind of... We had some issues getting our box, but also it's just that location had awful issues with boxes. Sets the animation. If not walking, set to walking. Oh, okay. I guess that makes it so that way it doesn't... Okay, got it. I think all we've got really as snacks is... Yeah, it won't force updates. Yeah. It won't try and update the animation repetitively. We've had HelloFresh for almost a year, and we've only had like 3 or 4 missing boxes out of 4 meals in a week. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, that is a good thing for it to do. Else, if velocity moved towards vector 2 is 0, comma, movement underscore speed. If sprite game dev pog, doing a little game devin. Idle, spelled like that. Colon. I don't know what move and slide does, if anything. All right. It's mad at me now, and I don't know why. Why does he write the code for the animations if he doesn't have any animations? Because I'm stealing the code from someone else. We're going to add animations. Have you ever used masking paper on Canvas? You spelled export wrong? Oh, yeah. Thanks. Expected end of statement after declare. Oh, this needs to be equals. Let's see, 6. Okay, so wait. Coding question. Is a regular colon what I'm using to end lines? All the red lines where I fucked up, yeah. That just means I gotta like look at this and figure out what the fuck I did. Unexpected if. Is initiating a code block. Right, it's the colons. Oh, it's a colon, not a semicolon. Which means indents. Oh, these are indented. And then this needs to be... I like that the indent has like its like own symbol. All right, why are you mad? Else needs a colon. Animation is spelled wrong. Now, if you did this in C#, it wouldn't be a problem. You can select the whole block and hit tab. Yeah. C# doesn't care about line breaks or indents. Jesus fuck. Yeah, that way you can write it all in one line, right? I've seen people who program in one line. And people who program their entire like program in one line are lunatics. Okay, sprite needs to be an asterisk. That's a lowercase s, please. people who are normal don't write down code in notebooks to use later, right? Because I've been thinking about what can I do while I'm hanging out with Tilda? Like, what can I do to keep my hands busy? I guess I could get a laptop to code with, or maybe even code with one of her, like... That's literally just pseudocode. Okay, so, like, if I had, like, an iPad or something, I could code on that. I mean, it's not normal. I'm not normal, but I don't do that either. Okay. It would suck, yeah. It would be a thing to be able to type. I think she's got a keyboard for it. That sounds hellish. Good luck. I mean, as long as I... It's either that or texting it on my phone. Well, we've got a... Tilda's uncle bought her a... Or grandpa bought her an iPad. So that way they could, like, FaceTime. They have some money from reasons. You could also get an iPad to get an Apple Pencil and Procreate. I mean, no. I do like that Procreate did come out and say, like... I mean, this is, like, a pretty smart move on their behalf, where they were just like... Fuck AI. And people are like, oh, well, never use your program, and it's like, you're using AI. If you're writing out actual code on paper, you're insane. Oh, you mean don't write out the code on... All right, let me go ahead and get a... They want me to use this little dinosaur guy. Dino Bundle by Arcs. Assets I added. Paste. Extract files. Sheets? Oh, what color do you want to be, guys? We get to choose. We have several different fellas that we can choose between. Also, I need to pull up chat. Where the fuck did chat go? There's chat. Our options are blue, red, yellow, or green. Get a sponsor from XP Pen for their new drawing tablet. It comes with a keyboard and can make an arcade video drawing waifus. Piss? People like piss. Alright. Yellow it is. Alright. That guy's name is... Okay. Alright. Shrek. Delete. "2D sprite." I think we delete that. And then we add a child node. And what did he do? Where is his thing?
Back in your and pressing enter. Close the window and add a 2D node. Name the node as your game scene and save your project. Add a character body 2D node and name it player. Place your player node into the scenes.
Okay, we're gonna change this to player. I think that is a good idea.
folder. Open Layer C. Add the animated sprite 2D node and name it sprite. Add idle animation. Set
Animated. God, you're too fast. Animated sprite 2D. I think that's right. Animation, sprite frames, load.
horizontal and vertical frame node and name it sprite. Add idle animation. Set her
You're going too fast now, man.
add idle animation. Set
It's literally just like, what is he clicking there? Sprite fem. New sprite frame? Animation default. Okay. Alright. Just had to slow it down enough that I could actually see what the fuck he was doing. Default 01.
animation. Set horizontal and vertical frame.
What? Set the
Frames to 24 and what?
When did we load that into the game? Resource. Oh, okay. Can I give you something to add in it? No. Oh, open? ZBrush would be very good for 3D modeling. Yeah. Sorry, there's a lot of me just sitting staring at random things trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong.
Horizontal and vertical.
Animation is idle. They are somehow getting to that. I might have missed a step.
Assets down in the description below. Go to project settings. Set your texture filter to nearest to make sure your
Project settings, general, textures, nearest, close. I think I need to add a new tile set, yeah. Oh, you could have like, wait, I could just make a character moving scene and like steal it from game to game? That's neat. New resource, maybe?
pixels are nice and crispy. Adjust your environment to set your ground color. Set your directional inputs inside your input path. You can do so by typing an action and pressing enter. Close the window and add a 2D node. Name the node as your game scene and save your project. Add a character body 2D node and name it player. Place your player node into the scenes folder. Open Layer C. Add the animated sprite 2D node and name it sprite. Add idle animation.
He didn't do anything in between those steps. Can I just like give you a... I guess it is a new tile set. New resource tile? Tile set scenes collection source? Maybe? No, it doesn't like that either. It wants Trez. How did I do this before? Create new... I want this to go away. I don't want to look at that because, like, that's confusing me. There we go. Wait, where are... Oh, I'm so confused. Where are my scenes? Where's my main scene? Okay, there's my main scene. I guess it got... That's just the way that Godot represents that, I guess. God, I hate that. All right, yeah, the Godot UI is just like, what is this?
Set horizontal and vertical.
He goes so fast. Okay. Idle. Does that need to be lowercase for the code that I wrote? Yeah, it needs to be uppercase. Okay, cool. Save and close. What is with the monkey sound effect? Time for Rev to learn C# so I can help him better. Yeah, honestly. I'm never gonna get used to how you're supposed to maneuver around this shit, because it's so confusing to me. Alright, player character. Collision shape is like a circle right now. Idle. Okay, now let's see if I can figure out what he opened from there. Looks like he clicks this, then this. Got it. Okay, so then he said, and this is specific to this one, vertical frames 24 and 1. Okay, so yeah, now they're all individual square guys. Got it. No, we're figuring it out, man. We're figuring it out. You're good, Rattler.
Horizontal and vertical frames to 24 and 1. Select idle frame. Create collision shape 2D.
Okay. Definitely don't touch that. Okay. I guess I do need to do some sprite work, but I'll probably do that on paper. I might do that digitally as a thing to do this week. Maybe get some like basic... Okay. All right, so let's do another animation. So I think what it's saying here, if I understand, is that we have idle as a animation, so is walking. Okay. All right, and then if I want to add another animation, I add it here, and we call it walking, capital W. And then we want to add from the same thing. And it's actually kind of hard to tell from like, can I zoom in? Oh, thank you. Do we forget to add the character, like, where'd the camera go? I think we got rid of the camera. Add child node, 2D camera. Yeah. All right. Save all scenes. Now try again. Unable to access to properly or key animation on base object of null instance. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, instead of at, okay, so this needs to be changed to sprite then? No, it's still unhappy about it. And I don't know where the fuck we are. And use the dollar sign, it works differently. So dollar sign for the sprite stuff. Do I need to do it for these two up here? I have no idea what any of this does. All of them. Okay. That's what I figured you meant. What does the dollar sign do in this? And is that something you can explain? He doesn't move. Project settings, input map. I don't think any of those keys are actually assigned to anything. Like, I don't think at any point we said W does something, so I don't know why. Same as Python references as a variable. Down in the debugger tab should be a point. Okay. I'm just gonna... Your first 2D game. Thanks. What do you guys think that the use button should be? F? E? Enter? E? I've currently got it set to space. Wait, can't I just go? Cool. Well, we're not gonna do any jumping in this game. So space and E are interact. All right. So now have we... Let's go and save everything. Okay, I think in the tutorial we're missing a bit where he...
And adjust to your liking. Rename it as collision. Back in your sprite.
Oh, okay. Okay. Collision shape on... Oh, I see. That's good enough. This is project 2. Specifically for setting up movement. Coding the player. Thank you. Player. Create a new script file. Move right. Map your keys. So it's got a GD script of... So here's a script it came up with. I'm just going to add it to the bottom of this real quick. It's not supposed to go here, but this is what the script looks like for anyone who's interested. That I was just sent. Speed not declared in the scope. I think I could probably actually just bash that shit in here. What is extends character body 2D? It pulls from that node. Okay. What is character body 2D? Do we know that one yet? I don't know if I know that bitch. It's a class. Okay, got it. What is speed supposed to be here? Check the API document. Okay. Like, what is speed doing here? Because I don't know what it wants that number to be. Because it's like a variable or some shit, but not. If you want this old code to work, you need to add velocity equals character direction above. Okay. Character velocity equals character underscore direction. And then it needs like a colon or some shit, I'm sure. Okay, it's not happy about that, and that's probably because I don't have... I think that needs to be up here. Indent the line. Expected end of statement after expression found colon instead. What? Speed is not defined in... Yeah, I don't... If I'm proficient in Python, would it be pretty simple to pick up GD script? I don't know. I'm not proficient in anything. And I'm finding this a little challenging after messing around with Python some. Okay, so... Export variable movement float 500. So we have a float variable of 500 that's somehow related to movement, but I don't really understand what that does. Character direction vector 2. That has something to do with how vectors work. Function physics process delta. No idea what that's supposed to be, but it gets all this stuff. Swap speed to movement speed. Or this. It'd be easier probably to change speed to movement. Save all scenes. This might work. Oh, it's not a happy camper about something. All right, arrow keys don't work. Space doesn't work. Nothing happens. All right, what's your problem? Errors. This is old code shit. Do you mean UI? Mate, I probably don't mean UI. What is this called over here in project settings? Do I mean UI? Fuck it. I might mean UI. I don't think I do. There's no way in fuck I do. Do you know what down means? Let's just try down. It knows what up means. If you remove all the function process shit, this this is up, then this has to be right. Let's give this a go. I feel like I'm gluing random pieces of things together and hoping that it ends up doing what I want it to. I don't feel like I'm coding right now. Is that what coding feels like? Bad? It doesn't know what's going on with this bit here. Expected indent in class property. Is that better? You deleted the function it's trying to call. You got rid of the physics process loop. Then we got to keep that. What is this? Get access. If action pressed is, what is, like maybe W physical? Also, is there a reason I can't edit the, what is, oh. Oh, okay. Got it, that's what was it. All right. Get access return uses two buttons to return a value between -1 and 1 if neither are done. Control click on a function and it'll give you the, oh. That does not seem to work. How about this? Oh, you can control click that. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I needed to do. Okay, so when I project settings, up. I think it's because I called it up. I think this is it. These work if you call them move up, down, all that jazz, but I didn't. And then up needs to be lowercase now because I changed that. And if input direction is this one's up. Yeah, that one's up. And then this one's right. I feel like this is doing a very similar thing to this. Do I need this? I might. I think it's a redundant piece of code, but let's see how it works. Player. Okay, so like. Nothing. I am tempted to actually maybe delete some of this shit. Your first 2D game. Coding the player. Please read scripting languages before you continue. You've already done everything you need in the physics process, so process is redundant. This? Yeah, okay, so this is not necessary. Like all of this code. Do we need line 26 on? I can't imagine I do. I wonder if it'll work if I just delete that and then save. Oh. We're moving. Oh boy, he moving. All right. What in the fuck did I do to the code to make him so slow? Let's set movement speed to double. My favorite thing to do when coding or trying to figure out anything is just double some numbers. Will I move twice as fast now? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if that's speed or not. I'm going to change that back to 500 because it didn't. The velocity is on the bottom. Is only the axis, so his velocity is 1. What? Velocity equals move towards vector 0 at movement speed. Move towards the direction it says that you moved. Line 21, multiply that. Velocity equals character of direction times 50. Or movement speed. Let's try that. That's probably an actual number that it needs to be. Rather than some random shit I came up with. Also, I find that when I click onto 2D view, it does better when loading. Whoa! Whoa! Yeet. 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 What song is this? Lupin the Third, You Took My Heart Away. Alright, so now we just gotta fix it. I mean, right now, for this character size, that seems really fast. I'm noticing that the animation isn't playing. Where is movement speed set? Oh, movement speed is 500. 250. Let's try that. Do I move twice as fast when going diagonally, or do we have that figured out? No, I do. or I move 1.4 times. Did you know some games, instead of moving the player, instead move the entire world around them in order to prevent rounding errors if the player gets too far away from the center of the map? What the fuck? Outer Wilds does that? Wow, that is insane. Are you kidding me? Outer Wilds would have to do that, I guess. If you ever see models get wibbly, it's because of rounding errors. I remember playing, what was it? Area 51 Hentai Extraction. And I remember the model falling off the map because it was not good. I streamed this. It was awful. And I remember the model freaking the fuck out once it started getting too far. Hold on, let me... Hentai Area 51, this game. Once he started getting really far away from, when you fell off the map, your model started going real fucky. So that was a rounding issue. I like that that's my reference point. I'm not gonna click the anime memes. It's made by... Why was that shit still in your brain? My brain holds on to information that's useless. Remembering to eat? No. Also, thank you for the 150 bits, Cake Boss. See? Like, that happened. I don't remember if I thanked them. But I can, however, remember that. I'm kind of thirsty. I mean, I'm pretty happy with how he moves right now, but I am unhappy with the way that... Walking. Maybe I just needed to select him? Hey, Cake Boss, thank you for the sub. That was nice of you. It's only saving 3 frames. Why is that? No, it's not even doing that. Rev game dev era? Honestly, yeah. I've got one game coming out in a couple days. We do have that 40% increase speed thing. I was listening to a thing about how to fix that. And it's like... you reduce the speed by some amount or something like that. I don't think that the map is going to be terribly big, so I don't think we have to worry about a rounding error getting weird near 0. That's such an insane way of fixing that problem. I hate that. I mean, the camera would never have to move. Character direction equals character direction normalized. What? To fix the speed issue? Oh, literally just copy paste this in here. Where can I put this? I guess I would put it up here. It's a built-in function. That's good. Hey, it's from Minnesota Fats, Pool Legend. I was like, I know this song. Where do I know this from? before you set velocity. Well, I think it's grabbed. Also, don't know why it's unhappy here. Yeah, you're not a happy camper, are you? I don't know what I've done. Oh, put it in your function, sire. Alright, that's where I needed to go. Lacking permissions. I think you have permissions. I think you're full of shit and an asshole. Yeah, see? Now it works. How's coding? No idea. I mean, yeah, literally half the game is just move a dude around. And then I need another thing that makes it so when you press space on something. This works here for remove the normalized line. Yeah. Here. Comment it out. Hey. Like a real programmer do. Why is it not wanting to... It still thinks that my game is running. Godot engine. That was probably not the right thing to close. Create shortcut. Click the square at the top to stop. What? Really? All right, does this work? No idea what happened to it, but it works now. Oh, it's because this isn't here anymore. Oh, right. That's not supposed to go there. So if I get rid of this commented out text, then we're good. Play. Cool. All right. All right, so that was the issue. Is it was still running in the background, and that's why it wouldn't let me save. I was like, is this some weird permission shit that I didn't set up right when I set up my computer? Thank God it's not. Line 8 should be after lines 9 and 10? Really? Yeah, there it is. Now it's actually working the way it's supposed to. We normal now. Okay. he can move. Well, I think that the graphics being the way, so first off, like if we just make the sprites bigger, it'll be bigger. So it'll be fine. Velocity equals character direction times movement speed. That is redundant. Is it going to cause problems if I leave it in? Step 1 is testing shit. Yeah, I got to make sure this shit works and I understand how to make it work. Like, this can look like ass for now. Like, this is way too small. I agree. Like, absolutely. It's like 1/100th of the side that I would like. We can, I don't know how to zoom in. But then you'd have to increase the speed because you need the character to move more pixels at a time. Yeah, exactly. Like, I remember, I think it... God, I forget what game it was. It wasn't Reign of Fire. It was a launch title for the PS3. PS3 launch title. It was a flying game. I think you flew a dragon. Lair? Lair, yes. Lair apparently was built like that. That they just didn't... Like, some guys came by from the corporate office to go, hey, we want to see where the game is at. And then they showed them, like, a square moving in nothingness. And, they were like, that sucks. What the fuck have you guys been doing? And it's like, well, yeah, we haven't had the artist come in yet. And like the next week, the game was pretty much done because like they just needed to have some artists come in and actually like put them in the slots. I mean, that's definitely me kind of making up bits in order to make the story work from what I remember from a story that I heard like 18 years ago. That game sucked. Well, I think the important bit there is that we don't have to make this look right yet. And we're going to have to change the speed. Oh, literally just click on the zoom value. 20? Was this what I was missing? No. Click the main node and increase its size. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh, I'm doing the character one. Wait, what? Visibility? Go to the player scene and adjust the camera. Right. See, that's what I thought we were doing. Hey chat, mark my words, 6 months every YouTuber is gonna do a deep dive on the Chick-fil-A streaming app. What the fuck? I would remove one of the cameras. I think there is only one now. Jehovah's Witness showed up today. Gotta doesn't really have a camera for 2D. Cameras have different purposes, so changing them isn't going to do anything. Well, let's just not fuck with it then. We'll just draw the sprites bigger in the future. That being said, it's still not animating him. When does it start his walking animation? Because if he's not walking, then he's standing idle. But when is he idle? Or when is he walking? Oh, if not walking, start walking. Okay. Okay, let me go back to that tutorial by that guy.
Animation. Add animated sprite 2D node and name it sprite. Add idle animation. Set horizontal and vertical frames to 24 and 1. Select idle frame. Create collision shape 2D and adjust to your liking. Rename it as collision. Back in your sprite animation, adjust the FPS as needed. Do the same for your walking.
12 and 16 he's got. Okay. Sprite play. Because it is playing it, but it's just not... It doesn't know what all the animations... It just does one animation from the walking, which leads me to believe that it doesn't know about the other ones.
Animation. Create the camera 2D node and adjust the zoom size. Hit play to check. Blur is as needed. To your liking. Rename it as collision. Back in your sprite animation, adjust the FPS as needed. Do the same for your walking animation.
Okay, so for walking... It's, yeah, I mean, like, how bad of a bug is that? Is the idle one playing? He says he can zoom in. Your 3D model can become skewed by 0.8, which, I mean... Oh my god. That could be a problem for so many people. Sprite play, try putting that in the physics. So that's in here. Walking's capital. I don't think it's playing either animation, which means that I don't think I understand the animation thing yet. Because he's not just bouncing there, he's just standing there. Oh. Well, the animation seems to be working now. We got him walking. He's a little fella. So... Can I put the, replace line 18 with that? I think we can put some of that in there. Hi, Kate Steph. Welcome home. Yeah, Cat is it's techie 3D stuff for techie 3D stuff nerds. They're like 3D files that are a little bit more specific. I think I need sprite idle somewhere. What if sprite play idle here? Oh, it needs another quotation mark. Let's see what happens. All right, now he doesn't walk at all. All right, so that's not right. But if I get rid of this line, save it again and play it, that'll play the walking animation after an imperceptible amount of time. And then play the other animation. Okay, let's go over each different bit of the thing so we can figure out what the fuck this code does. So this is, hey, we're talking about character body 2 here. For everything else we're going to talk about. Replace the if statements with... Right, so replace this... This is really awkward, I think. Okay, I need to slow that down a bit, but yeah. And more importantly, it still does the thing where... Yeah, he goes back to just chilling. All right, yeah, the animation's a little fast, but we can fix that. That's easy. That's under the sprites. I can figure out how the fuck to get back there. There we go. Idle, slow down a bit. All right. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think if I get some like graph paper, I could probably just draw dudes on that and then color them in using digital tools. Love going on a walk in the void, you know. Every now and then you just gotta like fuck off. That's that classic shit. Yeah, I don't know how to do pixel art, so we're not going to. All right, things that this game needs that it currently does not have. The interaction button needs to work. I have the space button do a thing. Yeah, literally everything else. All right. So, are you using C# Godot or the normal one? Don't ask me questions I don't understand. Okay, chat says I'm using the normal one. All right. Deck stuff. Main screen. Sprites. Okay, so here's a thing I could do. Let me ask a question, and I know this is like super duper simple. Actually, I could just try it real quick. Let's just try it. Fuck it. All right. Okay, cool. So what if... I want to make him taller than the boxes. I know that looks like ass. I don't care. First off, is that going to work? Oh yeah, now he's tall and weird. Okay, cool. I know why. It's because he has two cameras. Do I still have two cameras somewhere? Let's see if the camera still works. Does. Yeah, there's no collision on the house yet. What happened to you that you had to make new chat rules? That was just a suggestion I had a while back. You can now go to the player. Right, because it was trying to do the camera correctly for both, and it was like, what? So if I set this to like... That might be way too close, but whatever. Oh, it is too close. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's too close. You know, 5 seems good. Do you have a plan for your next shitpost? Yes, and I talked about that previously in this VOD. We're gonna do 2 different games at the same time. One is gonna be developed over the course of a year. The other is gonna be developed over the course of 6 months. The 6-month one will probably start once... Rev makes Clone High with Anarchist. I mean, yeah, basically. I added some others. This is my first stream here. I just want to click and see they were using Godot. Are you new to game dev in general? Yes. My first game is releasing on the 30th. And it is called The Communist Manifesto Dami Kami Mami Adventure. Dami Mami Kami Adventure. Excuse me, DMCA. Well, it turns out all game dev is just everything I like about streaming. That is to say that it is a creative outlet which uses a whole bunch of different brain touches. Like, I have to do art, I have to do puzzle solving, I have to do programming, I have to do music, I have to do, like... There's so many different elements of this. These are all little skills that I picked up over the years. And I'm like, oh, so all I got to do is figure out how coding works or how Godot works. Well, okay, so my game is shit. The Communist Manifesto that's coming out on Steam on the 30th is not a good game. It's literally just the Communist Manifesto. But I drew really badly drawn anime titties. and then I just transfer it over to Godot. Yeah, I mean, it's super straightforward. Okay, so now that he's stretched out weird, which is not how his sprite's supposed to look, I do want to get collisions. So on main, this is outside. We don't seem to have... It pays hella well. Oh, Rattler talking about working as a programmer. Nothing stopping you from using it for fun things. Yeah, but I mean, honestly, also what? I think I should go ahead and wrap it up for here for now, but what I want to try next time that I work on this is I want to make it so that way what should happen right now, you could add a collision 2D shape for the house. Can I just make a generalized collider that is good for anything? Are you using tiles or nah? I will be using tiles, yeah. Can I add to this layer and just go physics? Use kinematic B. Collision enable. Do you know, where do I tell you that nodes exist? Add metadata, material. Patterns, terrains. What is terrain? Why is the grid all fucky? It's only fucky for the player character, and don't worry about that. I did it on purpose. Let's see. Oh, the orange lines on the screen? No, they're fine. They're lined up. They're lined up to the corner on all of them, excluding the player characters. And he's fine. He's fuck. Don't worry about him. I saw a guy doing this where he just had a collision, but I don't want to add like 30 collision things. I just want to tell it like, collision shape 2D, create. Please only use area to rigid body, character body 2 to give them shape. I think that I delete this for now, and then I stop fucking with this and go hang out with my wife. And I'm gonna listen to some like I'm gonna read over some Godot documents, maybe do a little bit of work on this on the side. But I'm gonna go see my wife. Thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow we'll do something a little bit more regular, like a normal stream kind of vibe. We will do either Phoenix Wright or Lobotomy Corp, probably. And then maybe a bit more of this, depending on how people are feeling. Collab win. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm going to do. More collab with people. I don't know how to do that. Have you watched Bracky's video yet? I don't know who Bracky is. I'm always down for a Rev Dev stream. Didn't Mike have something? He did, yeah. I need to get on him about when we're doing that. Let me know when we are doing this. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be it for me for now. I hope you enjoyed me messing around in Godot and trying to learn it. I'm no good at it yet, but hopefully you'll have something to actually like. Oh, Bracky was big in the Unity tutorials and then he switched. Probably because of the Unity disaster, right? Okay. I'm going to go raid someone. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bow. Bow.